poverty is a real thing. I remember I spoke to a couple of people and I said, what's period poverty? It doesn't affect me. Oh, please, because it's not directly affecting you. We're privileged. If you're privileged, it's for your parents to be buying you sanitary pad, but it's affecting your next door neighbor. It's affecting your roommate who is not speaking to you, who is wrapping toilet roll and using it as makeshift pad. That is period poverty. Who is using a rag and using it as a makeshift pad? That is period poverty. Some people go as far as using leaves, exercise book, paper to be able to help them during that period. And this, an average woman will see her period 2,500 times in her lifetime. The period comes within 3 to 7 days in a month. And what do we need to do? So today, I want all of you to be advocates. We didn't just come and say we want to give everybody pad. No, we came to spread the message. I want everybody to talk about it. I want everybody to be their sister's keeper. If you notice your roommate is using tissue paper and your father can afford toilet roll, that is your advocacy. Sanitary pad. That's your advocacy, and say, girl, take. You have done her a world of good. But do you guys realize that a lot of us do not know that relating period to giving birth? So you find out that some people have inconsistent periods. You say, I'm like that, I don't see my period regularly, right? Nobody is going to the hospital to take care of that problem. Then it's time to give birth. You're now running helter-skelter, because you want to fix what you'll have fixed many years ago. So you see where the education is important. We need to educate ourselves that there is no shame to seeing period. There is no shame. If you do not see your period, you cannot be a woman. Yes, it comes with a lot of problems. You have, some people have running stomach, right? Some people have unbearable pain. Yes, 8% of women have running stomach. That hormone that gingers the running stomach triggers. Then some people have severe pain that is so bad they cannot even stand up. It cripples them, right? Then some people have mood swings. That period, if you are around that your friend, she's like feisty. Then some people want to eat like a pregnant woman. They want to eat everything, right? Then what did I miss? What other thing did I miss? Diarrhea, that's period diarrhea, running stomach. What else did I miss? Headaches. Yes, some people lose their appetite. They don't feel like eating for that days or 7 days, or they are on a fast. What else do they have? Look, that bloating is what I do not like at all. You get bloated. It seems like you add 10 kg every month and you lose it after the period, isn't it? What else do we suffer, ladies? Acne, yes. I don't understand what is with that one pimple that will come out to announce to the whole world that I'm about to see my period. Yes, that happens. What else again do we suffer from? Oh wow, that's extreme. People throw up like they're pregnant. That's sad. What else again? Asthma trigger. That's the first. Of course, because your whole body is just shooting everywhere. So you can get asthma triggers. What else again? What did I miss? Back pain. That back pain that seems like you're carrying a load, right? And God will not allow somebody to see their period during a very hard exam. Tell me how you can even make that A or B. Then what else again? What else? Somebody tell me what else again? Lack of what? Lack of sleep. On top of to see period, you will not be able to sleep for 7 days. Okay. What else again? What else? Rashes. Rashes from the pad, you see? Rashes. You know what this tells me? We are all super women. Isn't it? Everybody clap for yourself for being a woman. It's not an easy job. Did you see the list of things? Meanwhile, if the boys have ordinary malaria or sneeze, you will see them shaking like a leaf, right? And yet, a woman will see her period, she will have backache, diarrhea, acne, bloating, sleepless nights, asthma, whatever it is, and you still come to class and write that exam. You are a super, in short, that we are superpowers. That's what it is. We are super women. So you see, there's nothing to be ashamed of. The stigma attached to seeing your period is too bad. People think seeing your period is a bad thing. Who thinks so? Who thinks to see your period is a shameful thing? No, look, women also feel so. I need to take a statistics. Who feels seeing your period is shameful here? Does anybody feel it's a shameful thing here? No, let's speak out. It's a girls' club right now. We managed to chase all the men, apart from the cameraman, so he doesn't count. So who thinks seeing your period is shameful? Nobody, right? Now, I would ask a question. Who goes to the supermarket or the store and buys their sanitary towel in a clear, transparent nylon bag? So you see how many of us? Oh, so I should ask the question again. Who thinks period is shameful? I should have more hands up. You see what I mean? Very few women will be bold enough to go to that supermarket or market. And when you say, Auntie, please put it in a black nylon bag for me. Right? And God will have it that you have several boys there trying to buy gala or whatever. You will be waiting until everybody leaves before you buy your sanitary pad. So we as women already think period is shameful. And if we think period is shameful, the boys, the men, our significant others in our life will say it is what? Shameful. You need to educate them that this is normal. This is normal. It is not shameful. We should be able to send our men, our brothers, I cannot move. Can you go to the store to go and buy sanitary? How many people's brothers or boyfriends can go and buy sanitary pad for them here? Keep the man. Yes, because it is very rare for you to see. Look, there was a story of one of our outreach, and the woman sent the husband to buy sanitary towels. He roamed about roamed until asked one sister, please help me go and buy this, take the money, and even paid commission for. Look, that's a lot of struggle, isn't it? So, girls, we do not only talk about giving sanitary pad, we advocate for education. We advocate to elevate. We advocate that there should be no shame in period. And we should be the number one advocates for period poverty, right? So I want to now see hands of people who are going to devote themselves. We don't have to be like on the streets with placards, just helping a hand to a classmate, just talking about it to someone, just educating that young girl that does not know that a period is a problem. I'll give you a story before I go further. There's this young girl that saw her period for the first time. She was 10. And she ran out of the bathroom and said, Mommy, I'm dying. Mommy, I'm dying. I just want to touch you one last time. Give you a kiss and hugs, because I don't know how my short life has turned to. What is this drama? Of course, there has to be a middle child to do that. What's with the drama? and he now says that I see blood. Oh, what happened? You describe, okay, that's seeing your period. You're now a woman. And they now, but why wasn't she told first? So that when she saw her period, she didn't think she was dying. Do you know the emotional trauma that 10-year-old went through for just seeing her period and her life was flashing right before her eyes? You can imagine. So we need to educate our younger sisters. Tell them that seeing the period is normal. That's what makes you a woman. Now you can imagine also the torture for these young girls. I'll say for myself, I started seeing my period very early. I think I started at between 9 and 10. And then my mother had to teach me how to wrap it and dispose. Sometimes I just forget about it and leave it in the bathroom. And my mother is after me like, oh my goodness, come back here. You're supposed to wrap it and throw it because I'm a minor. I'm 10 years old. What can 10 years old do to take care of themselves? So you see, there's a lot of education that needs to be done. So girls, we are going to pledge today that we are going to be part of the movement to eradicate period poverty. So I want you all to say that we are going to be part of the movement to eradicate period poverty. Go. Thank you very much. Give a girl her peace. Be the peace that she deserves. Thank you.
PCOS, it's gained so much attention in recent times because of social media, and people are becoming more aware. People are talking more about it. So it's not something that is hidden anymore. So it's simply polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's a syndrome. Syndrome is a cluster of conditions that occur together. So it's an abnormality that has to do with anovulation or oligoovulation, then features of hyperandrogenism or biochemical signs of hyperandrogenism, and then you also have ultrasound findings of polycystic ovaries. Had that experience actually because the kind of home I grew up in, my mom was very vocal about her period. So my brother, my uncles, my stepdad grew up knowing that if you're on our period, don't say stuff that sounds like you are belittling our pain. But like when you go outside and you interact with men that were clearly not raised right, I have to deal with stuff like that. And my thing is when I say I'm straight, so I don't have conversations like that with men. I'm very loud about my period. Like if I'm on my period, if you're on my Twitter, you will know that I am on my period. I'm very, very vocal about my period. Everything I'm feeling, whatever it is, because like when you have this conversation, you allow other women that are going through whatever it is you're going through identify what is happening with them. So like I'm just always very loud about like my period in general, like just like a lot of experiences I have as a woman. So my reaction to any man trying to do, oh, you're being dramatic is just like I don't know, I just feel like you don't deserve a response from me. And I think that while I have that mindset, I'm glad that there are some women that are like comfortable enough to teach or like point them in the paths that they need to like go get education. I'm not going to be that person, but I'm very glad that there are women that do that.
Period, of course, I have serious back pains.
I'm on my period. Of course, I can't sneeze. If not, the rainfall.
I'm on my period. Of course, I have pimples all over my face.
I'm on my period. Of course, I'm conscious of what I wear.
Yes, it's possible to whitewash things because I don't have PCOS. When she's talking about the experience of PCOS, it's easy for me to say, I'm a woman too now. Why is it all different? But understanding that experiences are not linear, understanding that people are different, and even in our difference, we still need care is also one of the reasons why blood flow exists. Because you think, why is it that in a world right from the inception of understanding the way womanhood works, we have always seen our period? Why is there an organization that exists in 2024 to eradicate period poverty?